Welcome, everyone, to the Secret of Oneness. I know that you all know me because we're one. For those of you who are still asleep, my name is Stephen. And tonight we're going to talk about you're not insignificant. You're the one chosen to manifest. And so, I like to start off with a quote by Neville Goddard. So it says here, we were subjected to this biological experience because no one can know of imagination who has not been subjected to the vanities and limitations of the flesh. Who has not taken his share of sonship and gone prodigal? Who has not experimented and tasted this cup of experience? And confusion will continue until man awakens and a fundamentally imaginative view of life has been reestablished and acknowledged as basic. So, what that's saying is, until you have tasted the limitations of flesh, you can't know yourself as the all. Okay? You'll experience the confusion and all of that until you've awakened to the fundamental imaginative view of life has been reestablished and acknowledged as basic. So let's get into some scripture here. But I first want to kind of preface this about what we're going to talk about. You think that you're just a human, but the Father thought it was good to give you the kingdom. Not someday, but right now. And all of creation is waiting for you to realize it. All of creation is waiting for you to come to the realization of who you are. So let me get into that scripture. So Luke 12:32 says, "Do not be afraid, little flock, because your Father has chosen to give you the kingdom." And what I have here in the Greek, it says, "Not fear, little flock, for took delight the Father of you to give you the kingdom." So it sounds a little bit wonky there, but I like the fact that it talks about that he took delight. So I'm going to break this down and show you what the scripture means because it's incredibly powerful. Because a lot of people are trying to get the kingdom, they're trying to get the power, they're trying to recognize the power, they're doing all of these affirmations, they're trying to change everything outside of themselves. And it says that you've been given everything. So let's break this down. So here in the Greek, the word fear is phobia, almost like phobia in a way, but it means to fear, withdraw, flee from, or avoid. And the word little here is Greek 3398, and it means small, little, least, or insignificant. How many of you have felt insignificant when it comes to some of these circumstances that you're dealing with? All of these things are going on. The SP is walked out. Your bills need to be paid. You've lost your job. And all of these circumstances seem to be overpowering and you feel so insignificant and small. But that's the good thing. Because the word flock here is 4168. And a flock is just a group of believers is what it means. And the word took delight in Greek is 2106. And it means good or well combined with to think or seem. So took delight means properly, it means what seemed good or pleasingly acceptable. The word father in Greek is 3962, and it's the word pater, and it means father or the one who imparts life. So if you are one with the Father, you have the ability to impart life into any situation that looks dead. And so here's the word kingdom. This is incredibly powerful word when you understand it. And in the Greek, it's number 932, and it's the word basilia. And the definition of kingdom is royal power, kingship, dominion, or rule a realm. So when you've been given the kingdom, you have been given the ability to rule a realm. Not just part of the realm, the entire realm. Okay? And it says here, it comes from the word basilius, which is 935, which means king. And properly, Kingdom, it means the realm in which a king sovereignly rules. A kingdom always requires a king. So if you've been given the kingdom, then you rule that realm. You must be the king. You are the king of that kingdom. Okay. And what I have here is, although an insignificant and small group do not avoid or withdraw, the Father who imparts life thought it was acceptable and good to bestow royal power and dominion on you to be a supreme and sovereign ruler in this physical realm. But I want you to remember this. Remember, the physical is a mirror of the state of being within you. So you have the royal power, the sovereignty as a king to rule over everything that's happening within you. And whatever you rule over within you is mirrored out. Okay? So as you rule that state of being, when you feel that pressure and you feel under that weight of everything that's going on around you, you just simply be still and know, look, I have all the power within me. I can rule this without lifting a finger. Okay? I already have dominion over everything inside of me. I will not allow that to happen. Now, let's move into a couple of other scriptures. And I didn't break these all the way down. I broke a couple words in a few of them. But these scriptures were just too difficult to pass up and not include in here, because this is so powerful when you have all these put together. And then you can see the breakdown of the difference between the kingdom within you and your thinking. So in Romans 8:15, and I also have 19, and I'm also going to talk about 21. But Romans 8:15, it says, "For you have not received a spirit of slavery leading to fear again, but you have received a spirit of adoptions as sons and daughters, by which we cry out, Abba, Father." So this thing is important because it says that you've not received a spirit of slavery, of bondage, leading to fear again. See, the bondage and the slavery of your thinking leads you into the fear and the bondage of slavery. You can't operate the kingdom from your mind. It says, but you have received a spirit of adoption. And the word adoption in the Greek is 5206. And it means son and to place. Son and to place. It properly means sonship, legally made a son. So when it's saying that you've received a spirit of adoption, it means that you've been legally adopted as a son. And I'm going to show you what a son means. Verse 19 says, "For the eagerly awaiting creation waits for the revealing of the sons of God." Now, this is incredibly powerful, because in Romans 8:21, it says that the creation itself also will be set free from its slavery to corruption into the freedom of the glory of the children of God. Now, remember, it's saying here that creation itself also will be set free from the slavery to corruption into the freedom. Now, referring to creation, it's referring to other people, other creation. And the corruption is referring to the carnal mind, or your reality, the carnal reality. So all the people will be set free from its slavery to the corruption of the carnal reality when you reveal to them who you are as a son of God, as a partaker, as God, or universe, or higher self, however you want to say it. But check this out. So the word earnest expectation, because remember it says, "For the eagerly awaiting creation." In the Greek, it's earnest expectation, and that means away from and the head and thinking. So earnest expectation, it means properly thinking forward, literally with head outstretched, referring to eager intense expectation. It's saying away from the head thinking. The intense expectation comes from the heart. It's not your carnal thinking. So that expectation is coming from within. So that earnest expectation of the person, of the heart of man. And the word revealing here in Greek 602, it means revelation or unveiling. It principally is used of the revelation of Jesus Christ, the Word, especially a particular spiritual manifestation of Christ, which is his will previously unknown to the extent because it was veiled or covered. So when you're revealing something, you're unveiling it or it's being uncovered, which means it's always been there. I want you to get that. It's always been there. The things that are in the unseen that get revealed to you, it's not like they were never there and you hocus pocus them into something and they just appeared. They were always there. They were just revealed or unveiled for you to be able to recognize them. So the word sons here in Greek 5206, properly a son by birth or adoption. Doesn't matter whether you were birthed or adopted. It says figuratively, anyone sharing the same nature as the Father. So in the case of the biblical adoption, it's saying that you have the exact same nature as the one who gives life, which means you can give life to any situation within yourself. And so I have here that all the other people who are asleep are intensely expecting in their hearts to have the Christ, the kingdom, the power unveiled to them through those who know their true nature of the Father as one. When you know yourself as one, you have the power, you have the kingdom to reveal to others their nature. The earnest expectation of the world is for those who know their true nature to step forward and manifest the kingdom right now. That's what this is all about. It's talking about that you have the royal rule and reign within yourself. So if you have a fear of something, if you had something happen in your past, again, time does not exist. But if you go back to that situation in your mind and you bring it to the now moment, right? You're bringing that back there and you're being a slave to that. Okay? You have to step forward and manifest the kingdom. That's what this is all about. It's about who you are now. Let me go back here and point this out again. You think you're a human, but the Father thought it was good to give you the kingdom, to give you the royal power. The one who imparts life into you has now given you the ability to impart life. For you have not received a spirit of slavery leading to the fear again, but you have received a spirit of adoption. For the eagerly awaiting creation waits for the revealing of the sons of God. So all of creation is waiting for you to reveal yourself as who you are. So for those who are saying, well, I don't want to, it's blasphemy to say that I'm God. Well, then say that you're the universe. Say that it's your higher self. It's the spirit within you. It's the Christ within you. But all of creation, all the other people are awaiting for you to reveal to them who you are. Because remember, everything is within you. So if someone outside of you is being revealed the kingdom, it's really you revealing it to yourself that you are the true kingdom within yourself. So manifestation is not making something appear out of nothing. It's literally unveiling what's already there, already within you. And that's where the power comes from. It's all within.